So do you have, do you feel like you have an advantage being an attorney?
Yes, I do. For several reasons. But I think, as an investor, you have to have a very logical framework. Warren Buffett is the most rational person who may have ever existed. It's like phenomenal how rational he is, and he never strays away from it.
Yep.
And to be rational, you have to have truth. You have to have humility. Truth wherever truth can be found. You have to have humility. You have to be like self-aware. And the way I do these things was I learned the federal rules of evidence. And what those are is just all the rules of thing. Whenever you're going to have a trial, it's, hey, I accused you of doing this bad thing, and I lined up 12 people right here, and I'm going to show them that you did do the bad thing. I'm going to show them proof. But there's a lot of things that you can do to trick the jury.
Yeah, sure.
A good lawyer would trick the jury 100 times out of 100. So there's all these rules of what is allowed in court. You can't inflame the emotions of the jury, show nasty, I'm claiming that you killed this person, so I show you 20 pictures of the crime scene, the dead body, to make them disgusted. And I'm associating that disgust with you because you're right there on the stand, but that doesn't mean that you did.
Yeah, correct.
There's a hundred things like that. So it's mostly filtering out data points and getting all this data all the time, overwhelming amounts. And very seldom you find something that's both knowable and important. Okay, so kind of filter out for those two things, and you use the rules of evidence to do that. I don't think most even lawyers who have practiced it, they just view it in a box of, okay, here's what I have to do when I'm in the courtroom or given advice.
They get in their lane, and that's what they practice.
You're right. But in my world, that's a framework just for thinking in general.
That's exactly right. I love that. I always say it might be common sense, but common sense is not always common practice.
Right.
And I think of Buffett, and he just brings a lot of common sense to it. And it sounds like that's what you guys are doing. It's just common sense. If I charge you a 1% rate on your money, and we're working together to get this stuff done, it's a lot of common sense here.
And there's a lot of people who argue that that's not the best way to charge. And there's room for all kinds of different models, like flat fees and stuff. My contention is that I will put together a plan for you that will grow your after-tax net worth by more than 1% faster than you will grow it if you do it yourself. In other words, my plan will be at least 1% better than your plan.